Good morning everyone, how are we today? Just check who's watching. A beautiful Monday here. It's a bank holiday Monday here in the UK. So let's see who's tuning in today. Morning Carol. It's a beautiful day to be in the garden. Morning Barbara, so hopefully I won't keep you too long. Morning Heather. So how are we all? Are we enjoying our bank holiday weekend? It just seems like any normal weekend really, doesn't it? It's a bit crazy. So I'm just trying to bring you all up so I can chat to you. Morning Ellen, morning Julie, morning Chris. I thought you might have all forgotten about me today being bank holiday, but it looks like you're all here. Let me just put you on silent, then I can see the chat. Good morning. Morning, Jean. Morning, Mo. Morning, Maxine. Catherine. I've not got my chat coming up on my iPad. I don't know why. Morning, Karen. Morning, Christine from Germany. Oh, she's got it cold and dull in Germany. Well, we've got beautiful sunshine here, Christine, so we'll take that. Morning, Emma. Are you having half term with the kids or are you making them work? That's what I want to know. Morning, Jean. Right, I'm not getting the chat come up on my iPad today. I don't quite know why, but it doesn't matter. I can see you up there on my little phone. That's it. So Maxine's just been sorting out mountains of toys that you've got there. Ah, so good to join in for a break. That is great. Lynn says good evening. So we've got the other part of the world catching up. And Rebecca says good morning from Magnolia, Texas. So good morning, Jill. Good morning, Kerry. So thank you all for tuning in. It's a bank holiday here in the UK. Unfortunately, we've got a beautiful, bright, sunny bank holiday. So I won't keep you too long. Just want to run through the supply list for Wednesday. Okay, so we're going to be doing, and I know the camera's round the wrong way, I did try twizzling it, we're going to be doing page sketch 9, okay, so page sketch 9 this Wednesday, so this is page sketch 9, and I did say that it will work really well with page sketch 8 if you want to carry it on as a double page layout, alright. The nice thing about this one as well is it's got a very big pocket, so great for anybody that's using it for, say, if you've been traveling or an event. So great to add lots of extra photos, but also good for adding, and I've got one here because I'm going to carry on doing my son's experience day he had for his 18th birthday last year. So see, I've got this nice big leaflet. So that is going to fit perfectly inside that big pocket. So that's going to be absolutely ideal for that. So this double page layout we've been doing with these sort of 8 and 9 work really well if you're someone that travels and you pick up lots of leaflets for places to go. So that's the layout. Go to my website as normal to pick up your page sketch. Okay, so that's perfect. Supplies. Let me just tilt you down a little bit. Hopefully you can see my desk. So supplies. Let's get the supplies out. Now, I said to you last week, if you picked up your supplies and you wanted to carry it on as a double page layout, you're going to use a lot of what we had. So I'm going to give you both scenarios because I know Jean was doing hers as a single page layout. So I'm going to give you both scenarios and then you'll know. Okay, so I'm going to use mine from what I had last week. So I've got my piece that I gutted. So if you kept yours, perfect. So I've got my piece I gutted. I've also got the second piece I gutted as well. I've also got that lined paper where I just took a strip off. So that's not quite 12 by 12. So I've got the rest of that I can use. I've got one extra sheet of 12 by 12, but I did tell you last week the number you needed for both pages. So I've got one that I haven't touched yet. And I've also got an extra sheet of 12 by 12 as well. Okay. Now, if you're going to start totally from scratch and you want this to be a separate page, what you are going to need are 2 sheets of cardstock and 2 sheets of pattern paper. Okay, so if you wanted to do this as a separate page, 2 sheets of cardstock, 2 sheets of pattern paper. You will also need, and I'm going to use the same as I did on last time, some twine, some baker's twine or some cord. So I'm going to use the same cord. I'm going to use my same piece of sort of Ricky Rack ribbon that I used on the last layout to make mine a double page. Okay, as well. I've got a couple of little key charms as well that I had from the last layout. So it's all going to tie and flow in as a double page. And then really, that's it. Oh, and your letters for die cutting. So on mine, I've put the title across there and down there, but I've sort of merged it in with the pattern papers that I had. Okay, so choice again is yours. I have got scraps, little bits like that left from the last layout, so I'm keeping those because I might want to use those, and bits like this that I had left from last week, so I could use those as well. Now for this layout you're going to need 4 photographs that we're going to cut down. Let me move all this out the way. So you're going to need 4 photographs that are measuring 4 by 4 in size. So all I've got is I've got 4 6 by 4s, and I'm going to then cut those down to make my 4 by 4s. So if you get those cut down to size for Wednesday, that will be brilliant. Let me just check that I did that on here because I don't want to tell you any misinformation. Yes, if you cut your photos down 4 inches by 4 inches, ready for Thursday, brilliant. So that's the page sketch we're going to do. However, if you fancy putting 2 6 by 4 photos on and a little strip here of pattern paper, it's not the end of the world. The page sketches are a guide. They're a guide for you then to run away and do what you want. And I know sometimes photographs don't always lend themselves to being chopped up. Okay, so I totally do understand. So please, please don't panic. Okay, mine have got enough on them that I can chop them about a bit. Okay, so that's not a problem, and I'm happy to do that. So they're all the supplies you're going to need for Wednesday. Is there any questions at all? You've all gone quiet on me today. Is it the sunshine? Are we all looking forward to getting out in the garden? I think we might be. So I'm just having, no other questions are coming up, and I'm not seeing any questions come up on my thing here. So give me a thumbs up if you're happy with that and you've got no questions at all. Morning, Helen. Glad you could join us. She says, hey up. So hey up, Helen. Now, as I said, Heather said that's all good. Thank you. No problem at all. Now, as I said, I would do the page sketch scrap-alongs free while we were in lockdown. Okay. Barbara says she's doing Christmas. Jean says she's doing hers as a single page. Emma's sending me some kisses. Oh, Pauline says it's cold and raining. Oh, well, I'm taking advantage of a bit of sun today. I'm going to sit in the garden. The kids are out. Callum's at the golf club practicing. Lauren's working. So we're going to have a nice family barbecue tonight. Catherine says she'll catch up when she gets home from work. No problem, Catherine, at all. That's the great thing about it. Now, I said I'd do these scrap-along lives free while we were in lockdown. Okay, so this week is page sketch 9. Next week will be page sketch 10. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop a questionnaire on my Facebook page later today for you. And please, please, can you just bear a couple of minutes to fill it in for me? Because it's going to give me an idea of how I can move this on for you. Okay. I am conscious that the page sketches I actually run as a class here in the village hall that I run. Okay, so these are actually run as a class with a kit. All right. And which we really enjoy the class. So I'm enjoying doing those as a class, and I'm conscious I said I'd do them free. I never expected lockdown to go on this long, and I don't think you guys did either. And I wanted to do it for you free because I wanted to keep you crafting and keep you scrapbooking, because I know many of you ladies are out there on your own. You haven't got your families with you, and I think it's a way of losing ourselves for an hour and a quarter on a Wednesday and having a bit of fun. So I've got a couple of scenarios as how I can move this on. So it could be something that we could carry on with after lockdown, if you're up for it, okay? So if you're up for still doing a Wednesday morning for an hour, hour and a quarter after lockdown, give me a little thumbs up. I'm going to pop a post over on my Facebook page, okay, to see what you all think, okay, because I want to carry on with it. It's lovely to have a chat with you, see what we're doing, okay? It's great to be scrapbooking. I don't think many of you have done so much scrapbooking in your lives before, have you? So I've enjoyed scrapbooking. So the last couple of days here at the UK, Lynn said the weather's been rubbish where she is. The last couple of days here at the UK have been so windy, haven't they, UK ladies and gentlemen? So it has been nice for me to lock myself in the craft room. And I was having a go, as many of you has seen on my... this is what I've done over the last 2 days scrapbooking. Okay, so I've been doing the scrapbook layouts for the club, which I love doing. So I'm enjoying doing it as well as you. It's great to use stuff we've got in our crafty stash as well. But I'm looking at how we can move this on after lockdown to hopefully keep you all still scrapbooking. Okay, so Carol says she'll be back on granny duties. Is that next week, Carol? So will you not be able to sort of join in with her Wednesday morning if you're back on granny duties, or will you be able to catch up with it later like we have been doing? Because that's the other nice thing. I do the video on a Wednesday morning, but I pop it over on YouTube because the US then bob in later on and they catch up. So it's a great way of sort of catching up with it later on as well. But I'll pop a poll out there. Tell me what you think, okay? And keep safe. Enjoy the sunshine if you've got it, okay? And I will see you Wednesday morning at 10:30. Normal time, 10:30 British summer time, Wednesday morning, for us to do Page Sketch 9. So I'll see you ladies then. Take care, stay safe, lots of love and big hugs. See you soon.